Welcome to our superhero podcast edition. We are so excited to have Jana with us today and just thank you for your time. And we're so excited to get to know you on this podcast.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be
Of
here.
course. Great. Well, I'd love to start if you can. Like, I know your background, but if you could introduce your name, discipline, how long you've been in the field, we'd love to get to know you.
All right, my name is Jana Mueller, and I'm a diagnostic medical sonographer, also known as an ultrasound technologist. I've been in this field for about 4.5, almost 5 years, and I really love it.
Awesome. Well, I know how much of a difference you make, and hopefully, our listeners, that's the whole purpose of why we want to do this is just the impact you're making to others in that role. So, I'd like to ask as the first question, kind of on the superhero theme, what is your origin story? Like how did you know about this profession? Why did it speak to you, and did you jump into this career choice?
All right, so I first got interested in being in this profession because both of my parents are doctors, and so I kind of knew I wanted to go in the medical field no matter what. When I was actually looking for jobs graduating college, I noticed that there was a lot of medical imaging jobs. And so I wish I had known that earlier. So I actually did go back to college to get the degree in first x ray, and then I did ultrasound after. But I'm so happy that that was the route I went because imaging is definitely something that's brought me a lot of joy and pushed me to grow as a person. So.
Man, what a family that gives back too. That's incredible. I would say like that's for me. I really wasn't super exposed to healthcare until I got into kind of like the staffing side of it, right? But I
Mhm.
got the travel side. I had the mom that was the flight attendant. So
Oh,
that's
that's
why I knew I
cool.
loved to travel.
Yes.
And I
See, and
wanted to
now
help
that's where
people
I'm
with that
killing two
part.
birds with one stone. So.
Yeah, I was like, that was always our vibe. So I always loved the adventure and love helping people do it. So I
That's
love
good.
that your whole family is giving back. It's so cool.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, I feel like everybody typically kind of like it's a lot. Your days are so much day in, day out. Like as the patient, it's a very hard day typically, but for you, this is your day to day. And so I didn't know if there was a moment that kind of stood out within HIPAA regulations where,
Mhm.
it kind of like it was that impactful moment where you were like, okay, I am where I'm supposed to be. I'm making a difference. I didn't know if you had that story to share of just knowing you were where you're supposed to be and you are a superhero.
Oh, thank you. Well, I do think that I knew I was meant to do this when I've made impacts on my patients' lives. A particular moment I can think of is I was doing a pregnancy exam on a patient, and she had a normal pregnancy, but she was there for pain. And I just kind of listened to my intuition that told me to look for her appendix, even though that was kind of outside of my exam, but still something I could do because it's kind of in that same focal area. So I pulled out the different camera that we use for ultrasound that looks at the appendix better. And sure enough, she had appendicitis. And so that was a moment where I felt like I was meant to do this career because I have taken what I've learned and I can apply it and think outside the box to help patients. And so she was able to get the proper treatment she needed without it getting worse, I guess.
Yeah, and what like I think that's why we know you're a superhero, being on our side of it, but just to go above and beyond, I think that takes a special person and just thank you for that.
Oh,
So
thank
I
you.
know we know that made impact to her. And so just
Yeah.
really cool that, it wasn't just a normal day and you kind of went that extra mile for her. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. In general, like where I've met people, other ultrasound techs that may need a little bit more experience, and I've kind of helped teach them along the way. So that's also made me realize that going from place to place, even outside of the patients, I've helped other techs get experience from what I've experienced. So I've liked passing on my knowledge to them.
Yeah, well, and I think that's like, so we think about travel often like high pay, cool locations, but the experience that comes with it, meeting new people,
Mhm.
seeing new things. I think that's, I laugh that most of travelers I've worked with in the past that are no longer traveling, they're running something, they started something, they're leading something because they've seen so much and gained so much experience. And I
Mhm.
always feel like I do think we probably should lean on that more because you never know what's going to happen. You hope it will. But that is
100%.
kind of a cool side effect of being able to experience new places.
I totally agree with you.
Well, good. Well, that perfectly sets up actually. The next question is why did you take your superpowers on the road? Like what made you kind of take it this leap into travel? It is, we always say it's a unique way of working. It's got to be the right season. You're going 3 months typically at a time. Like what had you kind of take that leap of faith into it?
What got me to start traveling was kind of similar to what you said earlier. I also like to travel. That's something my
Mhm.
family does. And so I thought that was such a good way to see the US and experience different hospitals, see how different hospitals are ran. And also, I have been able to pay off my student loans, and I'm saving money right now towards buying a home, and also figuring out where home might be because I don't have roots anywhere. So it's just knocking out all the birds with a few stones, and it's been such a fun experience, and I've enjoyed every second of it, to be honest.
Aw. And that's what I think we forget sometimes. Like we want to help with the job, but like being able to help with those goals. I think like getting the home. And like you
Mhm.
said, I think about it too. A lot of those travelers ended up in places they never would have thought of,
That's me,
like
100%.
yeah, and it's so cool, and on the recruiter side, I have a lot of friends everywhere, which really, really helps. They can always tell me where to go and what to see and all the things, so, I do think that's a great point of, like, you don't like, it's where the wind's gonna take you, and you're up for the
Absolutely.
adventure, and, I have many travelers that go back home, but I have, again, so many that have ended up in places they've never thought of, and I just think that's so cool that, like, in my weird kind of way, it's like, we got to be a part of that, like, if we hadn't made
Mhm.
that call and that contract, somehow the universe
Absolutely.
made that happen, and so, we just feel honored to be a part of that journey. And, again, just thank you for all you do. There's never going to be enough thank yous. I am the annoying, overly thankful person, but I just am so grateful for what you do and give. And we're grateful to help you travel. But I know ultimately it's that impact on what you see every day. Your days can be a lot. And we're just really grateful to be a part of that. And thank you. And thank you for going above and beyond to stand out. And we're so excited to know you and to be able to help.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. And I also have to say thank you back. You guys as a group have been so supportive and awesome. And you guys really have made this career so fun and been a good support. So thank you too.
Aw. Listeners, I did not pay her to say that, I promise. I do feel like, and that's what everybody has their why, and I am biased, obviously, but it's a wonderful team that really cares.
Mhm.
Just seeing, being able to be in office and see the corporate side of it, every single stop along the way is trying their best to give a great experience. And we just feel honored on that side too, that we get to experience that and that you felt that. We hope to send that message and just honored that you received it. So thank you for all you do, our superhero, and just appreciate you joining us for this episode.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful
Yeah,
day.
have a great day. Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.